Hey guys, welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here, and I want to talk a little bit about. I'm going to this weekend. So when you listen to this, it might be last weekend or a couple weeks ago. I'm going to a shockwave course, a EPAT course in Boston, and this is coming up. Recently, I went to AAPPM conference, and I'm kind of excited about this shockwave course. So far, kind of looking at it, a few good things and bad things. The good thing is I'm hoping to be with other people that use shockwave quite a bit and get some other ideas with other people. Like most courses, that's the biggest benefit. And I'm hoping to come back to give you some of the takeaways, kind of the same way I gave you the takeaways from the AAPPM meeting. This will be takeaways on shockwave if you use shockwave. I'm hoping to get different tips and tricks and how to explain things and maybe ways I can use it more and explain it better to patients. This will be done in Boston, and the one drawback, I guess, would be there's really no CME credits with it, which I think might be a reason they won't get as many doctors. The price isn't that much. The price is, I say costly only because it's on a Saturday and a Sunday and not during the week. So costly in terms of I really value my weekend time, and I don't like to take time away from my family or church. And so for me, it's a real investment to spend. It's not just the $500, which is the course, which is very little. It's more so the time away, which I don't like. But I guess also taking away a day from work would probably be more costly if you think about the opportunity cost. But kind of excited. I hope to get some good tips and be with other people that are using shockwave, and so I can increase the amount of shockwave. I did an interview a while back. I'm going to put a link underneath here if you haven't listened to this one, with my buddy Dean Dorfman. I don't know if any of you know Dean. Dean's in Florida, but as I was interviewing him, it was pretty amazing. This was maybe a year or so ago, and Dean pretty much limits his practice just to shockwave. So I remember when I was a student or a resident, and it was around 2009, I was considering working with Dean out in Florida, and I visited his practice, and back in those days, he had a shockwave. So he was one of the earlier adopters of it. And now, that's primarily what he does. He tells me that's what he does all day long in shockwave. And he does it because in Florida, they have a bigger scope of practice. So it's kind of cool because he has a scope of practice where he does up to knees, and I think he might do hips, and just anything. Pretty much anything, he'll shockwave it, and but he gets really great results with it, and patients love it. And he has a associate or a partner that does the other stuff, but he basically just does shockwave. So if you're interested in upping your shockwave, with some great tips with that interview with him, and you can, I'll put a little link underneath this video or this audio wherever you're listening to the YouTube video that I interviewed Dean. Okay. Once again, I will let you know when I get back from the course, kind of what some of the takeaways were. If you have any great tips that you want to contribute to others that are listeners, what really works for you, I'd love it if you let me know what's really working for you. Maybe some of the wording, some of the things that are just kind of unique to you, how you do things. Email me at don@podiatrypracticemastery.com, and I will then share those with others in the podcast. So I think we're kind of putting all of our brains together. If you like shockwave, do more shockwave. I was recently talking to some people that don't do shockwave. I'm not paid by them unless they are listening and they want to pay me. They can, but it's really been a practice changer for us. It's a way to do less cortisone and less surgery and things like that. Okay, but if you're considering it and would consider adding it to your practice, it's a really good investment. Okay, thanks guys.